So, good morning to you all. I'm very pleased I got a reply from you. I'm living in France at the moment, and we were waiting, my husband and I, for the Mauritian borders to reopen, to go back there to live. My husband just retired a few weeks ago, and the plan is to go back to Mauritius to live there because we've already got a house there. So let me tell you a little bit about myself. So I was born in Mauritius. I did my schooling there, and afterwards I went to England to study for a proficiency in English. And I went back to Mauritius to start working there. And I've been working in Mauritius there until I got married, so giving private lessons as well as being an English teacher. I met my husband in 1994, and I arrived in France in 1995. And I've studied a little bit more there for a PhD in international trade. And afterwards I started working, so always as an English teacher or trainer. So I've taught to different kinds of students, adults as well as students in schools. So first I've worked with several big companies in France, teaching CEOs as well as engineers, sales representatives, the people in the companies who want to answer the phone or write emails. So I've given face-to-face lessons, online lessons, telephone lessons, and I've also been trained to set up tailor-made lessons, adapting myself to my student needs, to the company's requirements due to their field of business, and of course to the level of my students, assessing them at the beginning and at the end of the training. Afterwards, I moved from Lille, because when I arrived in France, I was living in the north of France. I moved from Lille to the west of France, and there were less business there teaching adults. So I applied to teach in schools, and I got hired immediately. So I've been teaching English for the last 10 years in junior high schools as well as high schools and vocational schools, which was a really different experience. And the main difference was giving the students the motivation to learn, which the adults obviously have because they need it for their work. And it was a great experience as well. I've done many things, setting up trips to England, several projects, as well as instigating a Key A2 project with different European schools. That was great, with a Belgian school from Kortrijk, one from Munich, one from Canterbury, and of course my French school. And reaching with students from schools, I've also given me the experience of teaching with children with difficulties, with different disabilities. So I've also learned new pedagogical methods, which I could apply as well to adults teaching. Well, so why could I be an asset for Get Fluent is, of course, my great experience in teaching for the last 20 years. I love communicating with people. I'm a warm-hearted people, and I like to have fun in life, which means I like to have fun in my work as well. I don't want to be bored. So if I don't want to be bored, I don't want my students to be bored either. I want them to look forward to the English lessons each week and say, wow, good, we've got lessons with Susan today. Well, why Susan? Well, because in France, I've been known as Suzanne Manuela Chevalier because Susan is the first name on my birth certificate. And regarding to the French laws, that's my first name. So I've worked as Susan for the last 20 years. And I'm known as well as Manuela, so you've got the choice there. You can choose either Susan or Manuela. I'm used to replying to both first names. Well, I'm also looking forward to working from home, which I've done these last weeks to the COVID-19, because we were locked down in France as from the 11th of March till mid-May. So I've worked from home, and I've worked from home until the end of the year because some of us were required to stay at home because all the students were not back at school, as you probably know. So I've learned from there that I, of course, following my students' and looking after their work as well as responding to all their needs. I'm used to using the different IT medias, social medias, as well as Skype or emails, anything. So I'm also willing to learn new things. In life, you never stop learning. So I'm always eager to learn new things, to adapt myself to new companies, and I'm always willing to work. I like it. I enjoy teaching. That's what I like doing above most, and that's what I want to do for the rest of my working life. So I hope my video would give you, will make you interested in my profile. I hope you'll get back to me very soon. So thanks for listening to me to the end, and I hope to hear from you again very soon. Bye-bye.